You're muted, Ray.
Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. So good to see your faces.
You're muted, Ray.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay.
All right, that was the YouTube live.
Yeah. All right. Hello from New Mexico. Great. And I would love it if you want to put in the chat where you're visiting us from today. And thank you for taking the time out of your morning on Sunday to come and join in unified field with us to create prayers and blessings. Oh, great. Who is that? Oh, Sharon, you're here in Grass Valley. We have Los Angeles, Biljana, New Zealand. How wonderful.
A few New Zealanders.
Yeah. Long Beach. Scott. Scott Cadamus, who has the Awakening World, is here somewhere in his garden. Little River, Wisconsin, Marin County. I think that's Kim.
Tennessee.
Ashland. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If we want to just take a collective breath together, just a big inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. And so welcome to Songs for the Water. And I'm Rhea Mana, and I am the founder of the Songkeeper School, which is a program of sacred singing, earth honoring, and ritual, where we learn how to sing to the land and build relationship with the elementals and the unseen world to help us have a balanced relating in our own world and lives. And this is Michael Joseph with PMA Weekly and Sacred Honor Educational Fellowship. And so we're going to be leading these prayers and songs today. And I always like to tune in with just a little guided visualization. So what we're doing here today is we're coming up to the U.S. elections. And it's been kind of a highly charged time. We've had so many planetary alignments kicking off. I mean, this whole year, I feel like I have a running joke with Sue, who's here. Every other week, it's like the most powerful planetary alignment of the year. And we've just been on this roller coaster of a lot of really intense energies. And here we are at this moment of the U.S. elections, and it's kind of questionable of what's going to happen next. And a few weeks back, we had Hurricane Milton that hit Florida really hard, and before that, we had the hurricane that hit in North Carolina, and then currently there's been all kinds of storms that are happening in Europe. And when Milton hit, I think what so many people realized is that we really do have a power of joining in a unified field to impact change. And we also, part of impacting change with a weather system like a hurricane is that we're appealing to the elementals. And in that case of a hurricane, it's water, it's wind, it's earth element, and requesting that it come into balance. And we saw that initially that hurricane was predicted as a category 5, and I think it went down to a 2. So when we're getting together and working with the elements, singing to the water, we are building that relationship with the unseen world. And the nature of divine intelligence, divine law, is that of harmony, balance, and the supporting of life. And so the elements want to join with us in song. The elements want to be on our side. The earth wants to be on our side. The earth wants us to be on its side. And with, so much in the Western world, this kind of inflation of our ego and our individualism, we have been conditioned to think that we need to have power over our environment, that we need to dominate our nature, that we need to dominate one another in order for us to have success. And what we're being invited into at this time is the recognition where the domination isn't working. We're actually being asked to come into cooperation. And in many different spiritual traditions, they speak to this idea of unity consciousness. And in mystical Kabbalah, they say that in the creation of humankind, that we were connected like this like a strand of pearls, and that we were all together. And then at the fall of man, that strand of pearls was broken, and all of us were cast separated across the universe. And so in mystical Kabbalah, what they refer to as the great work is the spiritualization of matter. It's the coming back together of that strand of pearls. So it's not about how far forward we can get. It's actually just that we can go together. So today we're creating a unified field of us being together as human consciousness, but we're also inviting that connection, that unity with the water. And water is 70% of our body, water is 70% of our earth. So in moving into that space of harmonizing with the water element, it gives us the capacity to join with the majority consciousness that exists on the earth. And at this time leading up to election, and there's much polarization about, which side should win. But what we're doing here today is we are harmonizing our energy field, inviting in this container of blessings, of grace, of goodness. And when we work with mysticism, when we work with alchemy, we appeal to the higher worlds, to the space of cause at the level of a higher vibration of thought, of mind, of feeling. And then that trickles down into the physical material plane. So we are appealing to this world of cause and moving higher so that whatever effect comes into the physical world with the election, it's a byproduct of this energy vibration that we're holding and creating today. So, one thing that I like to do when I'm singing is I like to have a bowl of water. And I like to, when we're singing, the water is collecting the energy that we're putting out there. So if anyone wants to have a glass of water or a bowl of water, and so then we'll sing these prayers into the waters, and then either you can drink the water after, or you can go out to your land and put the water into the earth. So, each location that we're in is connected through the planetary grid. And we can just go outside into a place in nature and, connect with the energy of that spot, and then feel our connection down to the heart of the earth. And then through the heart of the earth, all points on the planetary grid are connected. So we'll just be doing that a little bit today to unite ourselves all over the world and sending these vibrations through the planet. So I just said a whole bunch of things. Michael, do you want to add anything, say anything?
I'm still finding my way into the day. Honored and blessed to be here, especially to support you in this beautiful event. So I'm glad that you're hosting it and you're calling beautiful souls in that are hearing the call. What is profound in this particular time are the amount of people that seem to be leaning into a higher calling. There's definitely been a massive shift in awareness in a lot of different ways. And I think the work, in simple ways, the work that we're doing here today, everything we do in this way affects the quantum measure. So I want to thank all of you for taking some time out of and what is time, right? Taking some time of your beautiful beautiful days in existence to join us in a higher field to affect the quantum measure. Um, Thoughts, words, and deeds, right?
How do you?
Yeah. Anyway, that's really all that feels true to come out at the moment. So, thank you all for being here.
Thank you. All right. So we're going to activate our energy field and start by rubbing our hands together. And we rub our hands together because our hands are an extension of our heart. Our heart is a seat of love and compassion in the world, and our hands are the extension of that love into action. So we're going to use our words, we're going to use our intentions, and we're going to use our hands like magic wands to wield love and blessings to the planet. So then let's shake out our hands. And for now, you can just bring your hands, palms face up in the lap. And when we're getting into our prayers, I invite you to recognize that there's this energy that exists coming out of the palm of your hands, that you can hold the space of the energy between your palms, and you can see light and blessings there. And so I invite all of us to energetically work on different aspects of our lives, to work on the oceans of the world, the puddles, the lakes, the streams, the rivers, the waters of our body, the waters of the emotions, of our family systems, so that you can use this space between your hands, seeing it infused with light and using your mind's eye to place different things here. And, place the oceans of the world, see them clean, fresh, flowing, pure, seeing the children happy, seeing our minds clear. So I invite us during this time to use your hands as tools for creation and upliftment. And it's reminding me of a dream I had years ago, and it was women sitting in a circle around a fire, sitting in sacred circle, and the men were in circle around the women. And the women were conjuring the future with their energy and with their prayers, with their hands. And then the men were building it. The men were taking those visions and making them into reality. And that doesn't have to be a depiction of the polarity between sex. It can really just be a depiction of those different aspects of our consciousness, where we have this one aspect, this receptive aspect that's tuned into the higher vision that we can then wield with our words and our energy. And then we have this masculine part of ourselves that has the ability to go out in the world and bring those visions into form. So that's just a little prelude to how we can work with our hands. So then closing our eyes and connecting with our breath, and connecting with our hearts. And then feeling our connection with the center of the earth, with the crystalline star heart of our Mother Earth. And then feeling that energy connecting with our own heart. And then feeling our hearts connected with the heart of the sun. And feeling a column of light extending from the heart of the sun through your own being down to the heart of the earth. Feeling this energy like an acupuncture needle that's moving through your location in time and space. That's infusing light into the planetary grid. And then feeling yourself harmonize with your land. Harmonize with the spirit of place in which you find yourself. Feel your energy field expanded, touching the nature around you. Touching the trees, the rocks, the soil. Touching the animals. And just feel yourself coming into this natural flow with life. so that if a mountain lion were to walk by you, it would just walk by because you're as calm as a stone. So in this moment, we're not seeking to exert our effort over anything. We're just coming into alignment with what is, with the natural world. And here we invite in the directions, calling upon the north, the south, the east, the west, inviting in the archangels who guard these gates, the spirit animals, inviting them to sit in sacred circle with us today, inviting in our Pachamama, our sweet Mother Earth, her elementals of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. We invite in her kingdoms of stones, plants, animals, insects, mycelium. We say hi. We say hi to all the places below her mantle, her crystal beds, her gold mines, her underground rivers and oceans and lakes, her lava flows, the creatures that lie beneath. Just saying hi, just greeting. As we build relationship with one another, we do so through greeting one another, through the noticing of the beauty. So just taking a moment to notice the beauty in the world around us and saying hi to it. Scanning your field for what you know to be so about the world that you live in. And saying hi to the beauty and the truth that exists. And then we send light and blessings through the ancestral lines of these lands upon which we find ourselves. Sending light and blessings past, and sending light and blessings future. Then also inviting in the ancestral realms of our own ancestry, our genetics, our DNA, our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, those who have walked before us, sending light and blessings through our ancestral lines at this time when the veil is very thin, in recognition that we are surrounded by legions of unseen allies who are here to support us and work on our behalf. And today in this space, this unified field, may we also invite in this legion of unseen allies to fortify our prayers, to hold sacred space with one heart, with one voice. And we cast a circle of protection around ourselves, allowing into this sacred space only that which is for our highest and best. We cast a circle of protection around the waters of the world, around our planet Earth, that in this moment, through the purity of our hearts, we name that only that which is for our highest and best, that which feeds beauty and truth and love, is permitted in to this region. And we invite in the sky kingdom of the sun, the moon, the stars, the angels, the archangels, our higher wisdom council, our star family, our guides, the star of our destiny, that the connection to the star of our destiny be clean and pure and true and strong, and that our inner voice, our inner guidance system may be amplified to our ears and eyes and inner knowing, that our inner compass may be fully activated and turned on, that through this time together we may receive whatever messages our soul is speaking through to us, knowing that our soul is always speaking through to us in our own language, in our own way, inviting us to be the hands and the eyes of the divine into this world. And that you within your heart have a blueprint encoded there for your unique gift, your unique talent, your unique way that Spirit works through your life to uplift others. And inviting that in now, inviting the guidance in now. And then coming back to that blueprint in our heart and inviting in the thread of love, of infinite love that weaves us all together like a net, like this beautiful network of light points that each of us are, each consciousness, this beautiful light point, this heart point, connected in this web where one shakes or wobbles, it impacts the totality. So in this day, sending light through that web, strengthening one another, sending love and blessings to each other, clearing the way for our own connection with truth, for whatever the struggles are that any of us are facing in this moment, that we're sending light pulsing through this grid to alleviate that suffering, to remove blocks and stagnation, to make a way, to open the way for the victory of the light, for the victory of the light in each other's lives, for the victory of the light in our world. And then connecting in with the water. First with the water inside your body. And feeling how the water flows within you, tuning into its currents, feeling your blood pumping through your veins, feeling this spiral vortex of motion that works in your heart, that creates the magnetism in your body. And then expanding your awareness to the waters of the world. And in particular, a body of water that has meaning for you. Is it the Yuba River? Is it the Pacific Ocean? Is it the Nile, the Mississippi? Connecting in with this beloved landscape that you know. And seeing it filled with light, seeing it healthy, healed, and whole, and connecting into your heart, and in your heart finding the sincere desire to heal the waters of this planet, to have healed the waters of your own body. And feel this water in perfect health, alive and vibrant, as it was designed to be. See it happy. And continue with this process throughout the time that we're singing. Feeling the waters of your body, feeling the waters of the world, healed, whole, happy, like dancing, beautiful children of light. And I'll say a prayer. O sublime and noble field of assembled ones, allies across time and space, thank you for joining us in this prayer. Divine Mother Queen, with your legions of light, bathe us in your presence, merge with us, ignite the fire of heaven within our heart, empower within us the truth in our own Christos spark. We behold the waters of the world within our bodies that make up all life upon the earth. We behold the divine plan. Bless, infuse, and charge this living water in our bodies, on the earth, and in each other. Bless, infuse, and charge these living waters in our bodies, on the earth, and in each other. Bless, infuse, and charge these living waters in our bodies, on the earth, and in each other. All elements now restored to their original stainless purity. We witness the light and the divine intelligence within the water, within the water, within the water. And we are going to start with a Celtic chant. And I'll share a screen so you have the words. And this Celtic chant just invites the presence of the divine. And so we are divine beings incarnate. It's said that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And it's also said in scripture that, Lord, please send your spirit and all shall be created and you shall renew the face of the earth. It's in traditions all over the world, this appeal to the higher worlds, to the truth of who we are, to come through and bring us a solution that's beyond anything that we're moving toward in this physical trajectory. So for this ceremony today, we're inviting in that which is greater than us, of which we are a part. And so how you pronounce these words are tar ahierna, tar ahi. And in parentheses here, I kind of tried to spell that phonetically. Tar ahierna, tar ahi. And it just means come, come thou being. It's just inviting in the aliveness of life, that which animates us, that which brought us into form. So I'll start singing the melody, and then whenever you feel comfortable, just start singing it as well. It's said that when we sing together, when we pray together with one heart, we're heard by the great mother of the universe. And so connecting with your own hearts, that this isn't about your physical voice, but it's about your voice as an extension of your heart. And the power of our word to create reality. So in this moment, we're invoking on the presence of the divine to come be with us, to wash over this world, to heal all of our hearts. Tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi. And you can improvise or harmonize. Tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi, tarahirna, tarahi. connecting with your heart, connecting with an intention, whatever is most alive for you, whatever your heart is calling for. And feel that space of your heart's longing, and feel it infused with light and peace and harmony and the yes of the universe. Feeling yourself happy, feeling your dreams coming true, feeling the peace that pervades all understanding, that passeth all understanding. And inhaling deeply, hold the breath, squeeze the body, pull the navel toward the spine. See your spine lit with light, see your brain filled with light. And exhale and send this light and these blessings to the waters of the world. And blessings for the water. And so in different traditions, there's prophecy and teachings around our connection with water. And in the Kogi, for the Kogi of Colombia, they speak to this word Aluna that they have. Aluna is the cosmic consciousness. And the Kogi and the people of Colombia, this tribe, that they escaped the Spanish invasion and went high up into the mountains and were able to preserve their culture all these years. They've come down over the last 20 years to try to speak to Westerners that they call the little brother. And they refer to themselves as the big brother, we're the little brother, inviting us into this remembrance of our relationship with the divine. And so Aluna is their word for cosmic consciousness. And they say that Aluna speaks to us through the water, through the bubbles in the water, through the ripples in the water. And so there's a quote from something I read, and in the recording of this, I'll send out the quotes and the different things that I reference. But this says, in the beginning there was only Aluna, the amniotic sea, the cosmic principle, the mother. The mother concentrated the nothingness which was the original sea of thought, spirit, and fertility pondered and conceived the idea of the world. It began with a womb, a world house, which was a cosmos. This was the great egg of the universe. We keep her alive, and she keeps us alive. The reciprocity, the give and take, the in-breath and the out-breath exists and is essential because there truly is no separation. We are all but part of this beautiful, complex wholeness. The degree to which we choose to participate with the all informs the depth of our experience in all dimensions. Blessed be the mother of all. And the wise man explained that as we tune into the water and heal it, we're simultaneously healing our own body and all water on the planet. So inviting us into that recognition of Aluna. And I was hearing recently this also awareness that once something is named, then our consciousness is connected to it. So we're turning back on this awareness of our relationship with Aluna, with the great mother of all, out of which we've come. And also in Aboriginal culture, they say that the land is living, and to keep it living, we must sing to it. And here also the Kogi recognize that we keep her living, and she keeps us living. So today we are singing to the water to keep it living. In times of old, in indigenous cultures, they recognize the importance of making offerings to the spirit world before bringing something into the physical material plane. And I even heard a story once of the Aztec, that it wasn't that they didn't have the technology to bring in certain weaponry of metal and combinations of elements. It's that they recognized that the cost to the spirit world in offerings was so great that it wasn't worth pulling it into the physical world. And so what we're facing right now is the last couple hundred years, people have learned how to take from the physical world without making offerings to the unseen world. So we've created this deficit in the unseen because we haven't been offering back our love and our prayers and the asking of permission. So today here, we're singing for the water. We're offering our prayers. We're offering our love. We're asking for permission to move forward with the most beautiful future. And so we'll keep singing. And so this song is one to bring forth the power of our voice. So we're in ceremony. We've opened sacred space. We've invoked the presence of the divine. And now we're activating the power of the word that lives within us. It's said that in the higher worlds, the power of creation comes through the throat. That there was a time when we had the capacity to speak reality into existence. Mm-hmm. So here we are, calling forth that capacity once more. And so bringing in our voice, feeling our throat chakra filled with light, feeling ourself in the space of alignment where we do what we say, where our actions, thoughts, words, and deeds are in alignment, and where we're contributing these things to the highest possible future. So it goes like this. We'll do each part a couple times so you can get it. Let the love pour down on this sacred land. Let the gift of life be the reckoning. Again. Let the love pour down on this sacred land. Let the gift of life be the reckoning. And the bold is the chorus. Let my voice be heard for 1,000 miles and repair the world, starting with your heart and mind. Let's try that. Let my voice be heard for 1,000 miles and repair the world, starting with your heart and mind. Let the wild spaces grow and consume our souls, so that we let go of the illusion of control. Let my voice be heard for 1,000 miles and repair the world, starting with your heart and mind. Let the truth be known by every heart and soul. Let our words be the miracles. Let my voice be heard for 1,000 miles and repair the world, starting with your heart and mind. I like that mistake. Let my heart be heard. Let's try that. Let my heart be heard for 1,000 miles and repair the world, starting with your heart and mind.
I didn't even notice that that's what, that's what came out. Yeah, that was sweet.
And just feeling that, the power of our voice, the power of our word. As we invoke the presence of the divine, we're invoking the divine to work through us and to use our voices and use our hearts as conduits of love. And Michael, do you want to say anything or speak anything to that? I'm also, noticing here as Michael and myself, and we're singing together, and in this representation of masculine, feminine, and so much of what I've seen in my own work with people over these past many years is that we're at this threshold of this kind of final frontier of relating, is this space between us, the space between that masculine, feminine aspect of ourselves. How do we bring the vision into action? Also in our world of how are we relating to each other? Many people are doing great work in the world and going out and telling deep truths, but then in the small moments, how are we treating each other? And also, water is a reflection of our consciousness. So the pollution in the water isn't just like something that we have to try to fix outwardly. It's showing us where we're at inside of our consciousness. And so the wars that we have within ourselves, the wars that we have with each other, the water is merely reflecting that to us. So today we're singing blessings and goodness and love into the waters, and then as a byproduct, we're singing that into our bodies. And so it also feels significant to be, together in the field of polarity, which is our planet Earth, but also to be representing the polarities here and being able to sing the harmony and love into that space. You want to say anything?
Oh man, I could talk on this for days. Well, in the aspect of the feminine and the masculine, the energetic components of it, we all have those full expressions inside of us, and it is what do we want to draw from depending on the moment. I've heard a lot about deficits over the years where people need to bring something into balance, and when you're coming from a place of something being in balance, then there's a deficit. There's an unintended intention of something being in deficit. But if we are in the awareness that we don't have a deficit, that we're always in the full expression, that we have the power and authority to be able to draw from what it is that we need, right? So it's just kind of a message to ourselves to remember the deeper truth of who we are. So in the expression that I'm drawing from today is in the masculine component, I'm holding a container. As the feminine is in flow of expression. And I'm also, within that container, I'm allowing myself to be in the expression of the flow of the feminine as well as I'm singing in voice. And as I'm doing that, I'm listening to the subtlety of the feminine. And the masculine, the container of the masculine is in harmony with the presence of the feminine. And you can hear it. You can hear it if you listen to the voices. The voices will harmonize, and then they'll blend, and then they'll harmonize, and then they'll blend. There's a distinction in that if you listen to the nuances. So I encourage you, as you're in this process, as we're singing through our hearts, that's where we find that resonance within the masculine and the feminine. Because sometimes we like to sing from our head, like our mind is not a good master, our heart is the true master. So encourage us to try to move out of our heads as much as we can and sing from our hearts, and then we'll find that blend and that harmony. And it's fun to play within that space, and I'm keenly aware of it, especially when we're singing. I feel the depth and the presence of both.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And when you say that, it reminds me of a teaching I received from the water years ago. And it was that our mind knows the past and our heart knows the future. And then I shared that with someone recently, and they said, and our gut knows the present. So, coming into the space of our hearts to sing and to whisper our prayers into the waters. So, actually, okay. So then we're going to invite in that space of quiet.
I'm actually curious how everyone can hear this. Is everybody hearing this okay? Is it fading in and out? Is it pretty clear? I'm just kind of curious generally.
It sounds great.
Is it? Cool. Great.
Okay. Can you scroll this while I'm playing it?
Okay. And just go ahead and take the second verse too.
Okay. So we're going to invite in that space of quiet and deep listening so that our prayers and our requests are informed from that depth of listening, that connection with our spirit. So often we might run full steam ahead with thinking we know what we want, and this is just an invitation. Since we've invoked divine presence, we've activated our voices, and now we're inviting in that inner guidance to speak through and inform us, so that when we get to the actual prayers for the water, that we're being informed by a depth of our spirit. And this is a song called Quiet by Hillside Recording and Diana Trout. Here we go again, my mind racing, and I can't seem to win. All these crazy thoughts and feelings, it's like it never ends until your voice breaks through my noise. I know I'm not alone, I'm not alone. You will fight my battles if I will just be still. Why would I keep running when you're right here? I'll just be quiet and let you speak through the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't fight it. I'll be quiet. I don't need to know what comes next. Tomorrow's in your hands. I can trust you with my future, 'cause you're already there. I hear your voice, call me forward. I know I'm not alone, I'm not alone. Away with the distractions, I wanna hear what's true. The only words that matter, they come from you. I'll just be quiet and let you speak through the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't fight it. I'll be quiet, I'll just be quiet. Let you speak through the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't fight it. I'll be quiet. I'll just be quiet. Let you speak through the silence. Here I am, no more hiding. You are in this moment, I won't hide it. I'll be quiet.
It's so different on the trunga.
So this is a song, a Sanskrit mantra for the water, to balance our emotions, to bring balance to the water. It's also to clear energetic space. You can listen to this mantra, like put it playing in a room for 24 hours and it will clear the energy of the room. So it's to clear our emotions, to clear our minds. Try the English words. To the mother of the waters, knowing gently where to flow, coming from the highest heavens to the furthest depths below. Peace calm us when we're frightened, hope find us in despair. You defend
Trying to track you on that.
And so inhale deeply, hold the breath, see yourself filled with light. Exhale, sending light and blessings, seeing the waters filled with light. Happy, harmonized, pure, clean, whole, complete in their original stainless purity at their highest vibration possible. And someone wrote here in the chat, we are creators of our reality. And that is absolutely true. We are creators of our reality, and we have the opportunity to come into harmony, into oneness with the divine intelligence that orchestrates all things. There's a book I read called E Squared, and in that book it speaks about the infinite field of potential. So we have the capacity to come into harmony and resonance with this divine intelligence, with this infinite field of potential, and then create reality that is built on harmony and balance and goodness and natural law. And so when we do that, we contribute to the highest timeline, as opposed to just regurgitating information that we've received from somewhere else. And the systems that be recognize that our power is in our attention. The attention that we pay is a currency. And so if someone can get our attention, then it implants that thought form, that ideation in our consciousness, and then we regurgitate it in some form, either through repeating it to someone else, through a lived experience, through choices that we make. And so to really activate the power of our creatorship in a way that we want to have, to bring into the future, then to do so consciously, so that we are utilizing the power of our attention and intention in a way where we're desiring of it, not just as a byproduct of someone else's story. And the reality that we know is a set of collective agreements. You know, the fact that this is an instrument and it's day outside and it's morning and wherever we live, all that we know is a collective set of agreements. And in my experience of what's happening in the world, you know, since 2012, maybe before, is a breaking down of the old collective agreements and a breaking down of the belief system that that's just the way it is. And so what's emerging into the space is a more fluid space where it's not just the way it is. And those old collective agreements that don't serve us, that we don't have to continue moving forward with those as our governing principle. So here we are, bringing our consciousness into this moment, connecting with nature, with divine intelligence, so that something greater than ourselves can inform this new collective set of agreements, those based on peace and harmony and unity consciousness and the service to one another. I was listening to a podcast the other day by Carolyn Mace. I'm not quite sure how to say her name. She wrote Sacred Contracts, and she was talking about, she had this awareness. She was thinking about times where she felt moved by spirit to help someone else, and the profound impact that it had on her life. And so she put out to her audience for people to write letters of experiences they had where they just followed the prompting of spirit and helped someone, and to share with her what happened as a result. She thought maybe she'd get 100 letters, and she received 14,000. And as she was reading those letters, what occurred to her as she was reading these words is she felt that they were scripture. They were actually the presence of the divine speaking through these people, and she recognized that the presence of the divine is speaking through the world just as powerfully as 2,000 years ago, just as powerfully as in the times of the prophets or times of scripture. And I believe that we are the saints and the sages for each other, that we have the capacity at this time to speak blessings, to speak prayers over one another, to be each other's answered prayers, to be the angels that we're needing. And the secret recipe of our success is that what we receive, what we need to receive, we can do so as a byproduct of giving to others. So by being that hand of the divine, reaching into someone's life, by giving someone shelter or food or assistance in some way, that's actually giving to ourselves. And so wanting to share that into the space, to encourage us to listen to that voice inside of ourselves. Yes, we are the ones we've been waiting for. And we are the ones we've been waiting for. You know, it's our own power of self-actualization, but it's also what we can do for one another. If we can lift each other up, because we are all one body. We are all one being. And it's 10:10 here in LA. So, little alignment of time. Or here in California. Okay, so we're going to sing this one. This is a Sanskrit mantra, and it is from a set of verses by a master, an Indian Sikh guru called Baba Versa Singh. And these words, Sada Lekiya, if you want to repeat them after me, Sada Lekiya,
Sada Lekiya,
De Nelvala,
De Navella,
De
De
Nel
Nel
Vala,
Vala,
Ona,
Ona,
Nai,
Nai,
Data,
Data,
Ona,
Ona,
Meher,
Meher,
Karo.
Karo.
So this basically means if there's any negative karma that is written, it will not come to pass. And so when we work with Sanskrit mantras, it's a seed language. So a seed language is different from English. English is a sounded out language. It's like the words tell us what to say. But in Sanskrit or Hebrew, seed languages, they contain the reality of the thing itself. So in this chant, the reality that we are invoking, that we're placing ourselves in the field of, is this reality that nothing, if any negative karma is written, it will not come to pass. In the field of only goodness, only blessings. And so connecting again with our hearts, connecting in with the waters of the world, and whispering this into the waters. And the reason we're working with the waters in preparation for the election is because when you try to go after a highly charged topic, like you're ever in an argument with someone and while you're both triggered, you try to fix the problem? Like, does it ever work? Like, no, you can't fix the problem when you're in a triggered state. So the election, it's a triggered state. Everybody has their opinions, they have their thoughts, their beliefs, and they have all good reasons and justifications why. So there's no solution there in the middle of the problem. But like Buckminster Fuller says, you know, it's not about going after the problem, it's creating another system that makes the old one obsolete. So in this case, we're just going to go after love. We're going to go after love in the water and bring so much peace and harmony that as a byproduct, we'll see that peace and harmony trickle into our lived experience. So this way, we're not making anybody wrong. We're not having a fight with our neighbor. We're not telling anybody why our position is better than theirs. We're just holding the space of going after love, going after the highest possibility that we can perceive of.
I wanted to add that we're not subject to the karmic energy when we live life with awareness. So I think it's the same thing with the collective awareness. We might feel that there's a collective karmic due, but when we live our lives with awareness, I see that the difference between karma and destiny. Fate and destiny. Fate is what I call the sleeper's destiny. If you live your life without any sense of awareness and you're always allowing something else to influence you, which is your karmic fate, then you'll live out your fate. If you come to awareness and you start living your life through your heart, then you're moving your life towards your destiny. So you have an awareness movement instead of allowing the energetic stamp of potentiality to push you. You're consciously creating life. To me, that's the difference between fate and destiny. And I think that's the same with our collective karmic potentiality. Is do we want to move in the space of what something else is pushing us, or do we want to move into the space that we want collectively? I think there's a distinction there.
Yeah, and having the discernment to recognize, what do we want? Is this a reality that we want? And if not, to know that we are powerful creators and that we can contribute our energy into that which we do want. We want peace, we want harmony. Thank you for that.
Yeah, the system wouldn't be biting for our energy if it wasn't truly powerful.
And if we can come, and so actually that brings to my awareness the prophecy of, let me find it, of the Q'ero nation. And the Q'ero come from the Andes Mountains of Peru. And the Q'ero, they also refer to themselves as the Big Brothers. They also escaped the Spanish colonization and went up to the mountains. And they, let's see, I have this quote here that I want to read. So they went up into the high Andes, and there they remained for 500 years, having cherished the original knowledge and sacred prophecy about a great change, the Pachacutec, waiting for the moment when this world would turn, returning harmony and putting an end to the time of chaos and disorder. The Q'eros say that the door between worlds are opening again, forming holes in time that we can walk through to explore our capabilities and reclaim our luminous nature. A big part of these teachings is that the Q'ero recognize that we are homo luminous, that we are luminous beings, and that there are different races of humans. And so they go on to say, when enough seeds are awakened, freed from fear and other negative aspects, the seeds of the 5th level of consciousness can sprout within humanity and form a whole. The golden age will announce the beginnings of the 6th sun, that will be the time of the children of light, who will be fully awake. They will be fully homo luminous, that we are at this place of expanding our awareness of who we are, who our identity is as human beings, that we're not just humans in physical form, that we are homo luminous, we are beings of light. And prophecy announces that when the 5th level of consciousness is reached, this will be done collectively and simultaneously. And I also see a similarity actually in Christianity when they talk about the second coming of Christ and Christ's bride being its church. In my viewpoint on that, Christ's bride, sorry, I jumped ahead. So Christ's bride, the Christ returning to the bride. Well, I believe that the bride is the church. The bride is the people. That at this time, the return of that Christ consciousness is a collective democratization, where as one being, as one bodied in unity consciousness, we gain that awareness of our oneness with the divine. Because truly, if you break down the Hebrew meaning of what Christ is, it means that space where we know that we are divine. And so then the Q'eros say, follow your own footprints. Learn from the rivers, trees, rocks. Honor your brethren, honor Mother Earth, honor the Great Spirit, honor yourself and the entire creation. Look with the eyes of your soul and commit to what is essential. So bringing that in this discussion about choice and destiny and fate and an expanding awareness of who we truly are and feeding our energy into that. Okay.
And I wanted to share with you guys, in regards to song and singing, I don't know. The only song that I actually know as of we've got, we didn't practice this, is my point. I don't know these songs either, except for Quiet. We've actually sung that song before. There may be one or two others that may come forward, but I don't know the set list here, so it's kind of coming, it's emergent for me as well. I just wanted you to know that that it's perfectly okay if you don't know if you don't know the melody, if you don't get the lyrical lines, and just tap into the heart of it. Even if you're just humming, find your way into it, and don't worry, don't care what it sounds like, right? Just feel it.
Yeah, thank you for that. Because actually that's, in the Songkeeper School, that's the point, is that it's not about preparing to stand on a stage and sing. It's actually readying your heart to go outside in nature and sing a prayer of the love of God to heal the water, or to uplift the animals, or you sing to nature. And so it's not about what we've been conditioned to believe, that singing is for performance. Singing is a natural state of being. A mystic yogi friend of mine said that a song is a twice prayer. When we resonate our voices in a long held pitch, it extends the power of the word and the transmission. So this is also an invitation to come back into your relationship with singing and with your voice. Because it's about your heart. And when your heart comes through, you will make someone weep, no matter what you sound like.
Yes, I hope.
Okay, so this is a little bit bouncy.
A little bouncy.
So Sada Lekia, we can say those words.
Sada Lekia,
Denel Vala,
Denel Vela,
Vala,
Bala,
Ona Nai,
Ona Nai,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Meher,
Meher,
Karo.
Karo.
And one other thing to say about this is sometimes we don't hear the right thing and we don't sing the right thing. But what I have learned is that our hearing is in direct relationship to our speaking. And if we have received negative messages over time, maybe we were not spoken to so kindly as children, then part of us, our protective mechanism, goes up and says, I'm not listening to that. I'm not hearing that. And when we say, I'm not hearing that, we, as a byproduct, it corresponds with our ability to express that in the world through sound. So sometimes if we hit something, we can't seem to sing it, we can't seem to hear it, we don't know about it, don't judge yourself. Because most likely you are breaking through a ridge that got lodged into your brain somewhere that told you you're not good enough, and you've been rejecting that message. So your singing is pushing through that and healing those places. So have compassion and just keep going and realize there's so much more going on than you really know. Okay.
Is this a call and response? We're seeing how do you want to flow this?
Yeah, call and response. That's it. Call and response. Okay. Great question. So good that Michael's here. Sada Lekia,
Sada Lekia,
Dena Vala,
De La Vala,
Ona Nahi,
Ona Nahi,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Meher,
Meher,
Karo.
Karo.
Great.
You guys were awesome.
You're awesome. I, on purpose, brought someone who didn't know what they're doing, so you feel right at home. Okay. And Michael, have you ever spoken Sanskrit before today?
Yeah, but not a lot. Not a lot. I'm not great at it.
Okay. All right. Sada Lekia,
Sada Lekia,
Dena Vala,
De La Vala,
Ona Nahi,
Ona Nahi,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Meher,
Meher,
Karo.
Karo.
Sada Lekia,
Sada Lekia,
Dena Vala,
De La Vala,
Ona Nahi,
Ona Nahi,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Meher,
Meher,
Karo.
Karo.
Sada Lekia,
Sada Lekia,
Dena Vala,
De La Vala,
Ona Nahi,
Ona Nahi,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Meher,
Meher,
Karo.
Karo.
Let's try the English.
To the mother of the water,
we bless you
we bless you
and protect you.
and protect you.
May your heart
May your heart
flow pure
flow pure
and clean.
and clear.
To the land beneath our feet,
To the land beneath our feet,
we bless you
we bless you
and protect
and
you.
protect you.
May your body
May your body
be pure
be pure
and clean.
and clear.
To the air that breathes us,
To the air that breathes
we
us,
bless you
we bless you
and protect
and
you.
protect you.
May your
May your
voice
voice
be pure
be pure
and clean.
and clear.
From the light that guides us,
From the light that guides
we
us,
are singing.
we are singing,
we are asking
we asking
for the people
for the people
of the world
of the world
to hear.
to hear.
Saralekia,
Saralekia,
Tenavala,
Denavala,
Onanai,
Onanai,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Me,
Mea,
Karo,
Karo,
Saralekia,
Saralekia,
Tenavala,
Denavala,
Onanai,
Onanai,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Me,
Mea,
Karo,
Karo,
Saralekia,
Saralekia,
Tenavala,
Denavala,
Onanai,
Onanai,
Data Ona,
Data Ona,
Mea,
Mea,
Karo,
Karo.
Inhale. Hold the breath. Send light. See your body filled with light. Exhale. Seeing the waters. Blessed. See the waters of all the people. Harmonized, pure in their original stainless purity.
Hope you guys found some harmonies in that. I heard a lot of harmonies in that.
Okay, so this next one is called the Grand Invocation, the Daidangin. It's the water blessing song. It's in Japanese, and it was developed by Dr. Nobuyo Shioa, who was a Japanese medicine man who lived to be 106. And he put these words together as a combination of sounds to bring balance. The literal translation is, the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create the world with true and grand harmony. And so this is, again, one of those literal imprinting of that reality field through the singing of it, through the chanting of it. And so while we're chanting it, work with your hands, wield your magic, see the waters of the world, see this being infused into the waters of the world. And so the words are, if you want to repeat them after me, Uchu,
Uchu,
no Mugen,
no Mugen,
no Chikara,
no Chikara,
ga Korekote,
ga Korekote,
Makoto,
Makoto,
no Daiwa,
no Daiwa,
no Myoga,
no Myoga,
Narinata.
Narinata.
And this will do call and response also.
That's trickier than Sanskrit.
Well, funny, I sang this song. I went to, actually, last year on election day, I sang at an elementary school with 300 children, and we sent blessings actually for the election because I was so not in touch with it that I thought that it was actually the election last year. But anyway, if you know me, you know I'm just like non-political, like in a prayerful space. So with those 300 children, we just sang for their future and to bring blessings to the election, that the outcome of the election be that which feeds their future, in the future of the next 7 generations. And after the elementary school, I went to a high school of refugees and led them in group singing. Well, they didn't speak any English, and so I couldn't do any English songs. And this Japanese song, for some reason, they could sing this better than they could sing English. Probably because they didn't speak Japanese and I didn't speak Japanese. Okay.
So,
This is another little bouncy one. It's call and response.
call and response.
So we're connecting with the waters of the world, with the rain, with the clouds, with the creeks and the streams and the waters in our body. Uchu.
Okay, go ahead and just start over. Okay.
Uchu.
Uchu
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore kote.
ga kore kote
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
no daiwa
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Uchu.
uchu
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore kote.
ga kore kote
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
no daiwa
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Uchu.
uchu
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore kote.
ga kore kote
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
no daiwa
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Uchu.
uchu
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore kote.
ga kore kote
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
no daiwa
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Uchu.
uchu
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore
ga
kote.
kore kote
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
no daiwa
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Uchu.
uku
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore kote.
ga kore kote
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
no daiwa
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Okay, we'll try the English. The eternal power
eternal power
of the universe
of the universe
has gathered itself
has gathered itself
to create the world
to create the world
with true and grand harmony.
with true and grand harmony.
The eternal power
The eternal power
of the universe
of the universe
has gathered itself
has gathered itself
to create the world
to create the world
with true and grand harmony.
with true and grand harmony.
The eternal power
The eternal power
of the universe
of the universe
has gathered itself
has gathered itself
to create the world
to create the world
with true and grand harmony.
with true and grand harmony.
Uchu.
Uchu
No mugen.
no mugen
No chikara.
no chikara
Ga kore kote.
Ga kore kote.
Makoto.
makoto
No daiwa.
No daiwa.
No myoga.
no myaga
Nari nata.
nari nata
Uchu.
uchu
No mugen. mugen,
no mugen,
no chikara,
no chikara,
ga korikote,
ga korikote,
makoto,
makoto,
no dawa,
no dawa,
no myoga,
no myaga,
narinata.
narinata.
Okay, now just with a shh, 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 shh. I want you to exactly whisper your prayers into the water. See health, happiness, vitality. And then you're just gonna make up your own melody and sing your heart into that water. Sing all your love, sing peace in this world. See the children well loved and cared for. See a beautiful world filled with clean water for the children. Us in peaceful, happy, harmonized communities, and just sing that into the water. Make it up as you go. Okay, English one more time. Here we go. The eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create the world with true and grand harmony, with true and grand harmony. The eternal power, the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create the world with true and grand harmony, with true and grand harmony. The eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create the world with true and grand harmony, with true and grand harmony, with true and grand harmony, with true and grand harmony.
That was sweet.
Okay. Okay, so we have these 3 water songs. This one is so fun. It's this is a river song from Brook Medicine Eagle, and it's, go down to the river. Oh yes, let the tears flow. We go down to the river and pray. We go up to the mountain and appeal to the heavens. Yes. We sing, we pray, we are uniting with the all that is. And so this Wichita Duya, it's for joy, to balance movement with stillness, to just bring that blessing and harmony to the water. So it goes, so the words are Wichita Duya, Duya Duya, Wichita Duya, Duya Hey. And that has one melody. And then we have Wa Shatanea, Heya Heya, Wa Shatanea, Heya Hey. And I lost Michael for a minute, so I don't have a call and a responser. But so it's Wichita Duya, Duya Duya, Wichita Duya, Duya Hey. We'll do that 2 times. And then we'll do the Wa Shatanea. So we'll start with the Wichita Duya so that you can get it. and it's just a cappella. If you want to clap, you can. If you have a little rattle and you want to rattle and sing it to your water. So, Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. 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 Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya. Next part goes, Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya. First part. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, Wichita, do ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Washatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Washatanea, hey ya, hey. Woo! And let's rub our hands together. And let's create that energy field again between our palms and see ourselves holding the whole world and see the whole world just rejoicing in unity. See the elections, after the elections in the United States, see somehow the people rejoicing in unity and loving one another.
Yes.
And finding ways of happiness with clean food and clean water. And somehow we are rejoicing. And we're doing it together, and we're hugging each other in the streets, and we're welcoming each other into our homes, and we're sharing meals, and we're sharing songs, and feel this joy somehow just washing over the whole world.
Abundance, 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 abundance.
Yes, with everyone having their needs met, with shelter and food and warmth and love and connection and balance and harmony and peace in our hearts, and just feeling everyone in the world having what they need, and feel just the light permeating the space. Light is the organizing principle of chaos. That light can bring our bodies, our minds, our emotions into balance, into order. Just feeling that light of consciousness pervading every space, every heart. Healing deeply that grief we carry collectively, for what reason we may not even know. And so we're going to sing this one, this old spiritual. Down in the river to pray. So first we'll sing it with our sisters, then our brothers, then our fathers, then our mothers, and then the children. Okay. And so imagine we're standing on the riverbank, a whole bunch of us, for our baptism, for our renewal. There's this concept in Christianity called the revival. And the revival is the call for the Spirit of God to move upon the face of the land. And actually, last year, there was a Bible college in Kentucky. And after one of their morning regular services, the students just stayed there and kept singing praise to God. And they just kept singing praise to God. It went on for hours. Other people joined them. It went on for days. People started flying in from all over the world to be part of it. People were waiting in line to get into this little chapel where they sang praise to God for 3 weeks or more, 24 hours a day. And what that was is the call for the spirit of revival, the spirit of the divine to move through us, to animate us. And when that moves through, that's like, when you get chills, when you just know something to be true, when you feel this greater sense of aliveness. And so that's what we're calling for. All together, being here, calling for the revival, calling for the dawning of the new day, and rejoicing in that dawning. So sing from that place. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show us the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down. Let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to pray. Now, brothers, as I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show us the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. Fathers. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show us the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. Mothers. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show us the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, mothers, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. And children. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show us the way. Oh, children, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, children, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. Okay. So next we are going to affirm all is well. And feeling the all is well in your body. Feeling the peace. And feeling your love in your heart. Feel your heart field expanding to hold your whole body, expanding to fill the room, expanding to hold your home. Feel your heart field expanding to hold your whole town, your whole county, your whole state. Feel our heart fields together holding the United States of America, the Republic for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May we come back to the original stainless purity of our land, of this country, and even before that, of its original people of Creator. And expand to hold in our heart space the whole world, all the oceans and continents, from the central core to the uppermost atmosphere, holding it like a child, and we will just know all is well. All is well. Grander earth has quaked before, moved by the sound of your voice. Seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken for my regard. We'll do that again so you can get it. Grander earth has quaked before, moved by the sound of your voice. Seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken for my regard. Chorus. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me. So there's two ways to look at this. Through it all, my eyes are on the divine and the infinite perfection of all things. But also, as we're holding the world in our hearts, through it all, my eyes are on you. My eyes are on you, every living creature. And I love you, and all is well. Like how the Divine Mother holds us. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me. Verse 2. Far be it for me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see. And this mountain that's in front of me will rise me up from the midst of the sea. Again. Far be it for me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see. And this mountain that's in front of me will rise me up from the midst of the sea. Chorus. And through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. And through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me. And the bridge. So let go, my soul, I trust in you. The waves and wind still know your name. So let go, my soul, I trust in you. The waves and wind still know your name. So let go, my soul, I trust in you. The waves and wind still know your name. The waves and wind still know your name. Outro. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Chorus. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me. And just feeling the energy of peace, filling your being, filling the world, filling the waters, feeling us all in our original stainless purity, in our bright, wide-eyed nature as divine children. We are the loved children of our Father Sky and our Mother Earth. We are the most beloved of the Great Mother and the Great Father, and they are so proud of us for our bravery, for our participation, for our breath. They are holding us in so much love always. And in this field of love, may now and for all time the veil of illusion drop away, turn to dust, and be scattered across the corners of the universe into nothingness. That all there is the truth of how loved we are, that the illusion of shame and guilt and blame and anger and suffering we may be released from it, and feel how beloved we are of the universe, how beloved we are of one another, how beloved we are of the earth, of the planet, of the waters, of the trees, of the wind, of the birds, of life itself. We are the nothingness come into form. All that we try to escape this world into, that all that is, meditated so hard and intensely on the idea of us that we materialized into human form. We are that important. We are that special. And so may we recognize in this moment the all that is, the totality of our lived experience, the laughter, the tears, the joy, the sadness, that it's all divine. There's no place where divinity cannot be. And embracing our own journey and seeing the beauty in it. And one of the words in this song is Ahiaye, and it means thank you in Apache. So we say Ahiaye for all that is, all that was, all that will be, and Ahiaye for the dawning of that new day where we all exist in unity with the waters, with the clean, beautiful, pure waters of this world. Start with all that is. All that is, 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 all that is all that is. Heaven and earth meet in this moment for rebirth of its sons and its daughters and a new earth. Born through our love, creator each other and our holy mother, we stand up, one for each other and bridge the gap to our future. Remember all the love that's within us, beside us, before us, behind us. We come back to the cause of it all and restore our way on forward and stand strong like a mountain, realizing that we are one with all that is, 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 all Last paragraph. I love all that is before me. I see the beauty of my story. I forgive the past that's behind me and see my future shining brightly. I love all that is before me. I see the beauty of my story. I forgive the past that's behind me and see my future shining brightly. I love all that is before me. I see the beauty of my story. I forgive the past that's behind me and see my future shining brightly. All that is, all that is, all that is, all that is. Heaven and earth meet in this moment for rebirth of its sons and its daughters and its new earth. Although I love her, creator each other and our Holy Mother, we stand up, one for each other and bridge the gap to our future. Remember all the love that's within us, beside us, before us, behind us. All that is, all that is, all that is, all that is. And feel that love in your heart. And let yourself be free from the past. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is the key to our freedom. The only thing that is this now moment. The only thing that we have control over is what we create right now, and what we create moving forward. So forgive yourself. Forgive yourself of whatever you have done, whatever has been done to you. Forgive it. Let the spirit of forgiveness move through your life to free you into this now moment so you are available to be a vessel of goodness, of upliftment, of love, of grace. The shackles that hold us are the blame from the past, which we can do nothing about. So set yourself free in this moment and find that self-love, that forgiveness. Let yourself be liberated. You have been found worthy in the eyes of God. You are found worthy because you are created. You are given the breath of life. You are good. You are a child of the light. You are a child of the divine. There's nothing wrong with you. You are perfect. You are perfect. Feeling that space of deep acceptance acceptance of all those hidden parts, all those shameful parts, all those rejected parts. Inviting them back into this moment and holding them in this sweet embrace of love. Holding your inner child in that sweet embrace of love. And feeling the love of the mother holding you. The love of the great mother. Feel us all as that we are in this cosmic womb of Eluna, being held in love. And find again that power of your voice to create reality. And with all the love that you can feel in your being, I want you to use your voice and sing the greatest love to those who need it the most. Just let your voice rise, let the love rise through your voice. And sing the love of the mother to those who have forgotten the love of the mother. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Rub the hands together. And exhale and send love and blessings to our Mother Earth, to the waters of the world. Into every facet of creation, to every moment in time. To the future generations, to our future selves that are pulling us forward toward the brightest outcome. Feeling the world locked in to this highest timeline, where the star of our collective destiny moves us forward to this new cycle of peace and harmony. And sending light and blessings to all the light workers and the way showers and the space holders, to all those beings seen and unseen, known and unknown, who are singing to the trees, singing to the waters, loving the earth, loving the people, holding sacred space. And a special thank you to the song keepers who for years and years and years have been gathering in sacred circle to sing for the land, to sing to help us remember who we are. So we'll close our beautiful prayer space today in this moment in time, but may the reverberations continue to move throughout time and space in the quantum measure. We'll close with an Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, sending peace throughout the universe. Inhaling deeply. Om. Shanti. Shanti. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for singing. Thank you for being here. What a blessing. And we'll send you all this video of the recording. And so, keep singing your prayers to the water. Keep holding the space of prayer. Remember just how powerful you are. And I'll have an event over the solstice, the winter solstice portal, and it will be Songs for the Light. At the time of the Northern Hemisphere, when we have the greatest outer darkness and stillness of the world outwardly, it gives us an opportunity to feel the brightness of that light within. So we'll do Songs for the Light for the winter solstice. And then we'll be starting a new round of the Songkeeper School in January of next year, where we'll sing to the earth, and we sing to the waters, we sing to the air, to the trees, to the children. We do ancestral healing. And I'm just going to go through the comments. And Michael, would you like to speak a little bit about what you're up to in the world? See, this is like a spiritual, physical plane meeting. So like here we are talking about a lot of spiritual things and impacting from a higher plane. And Michael has a lot of real practical things that he works with his Sacred Honor Educational Fellowship to help people navigate more in a more free way, actually in the physical world.
What's coming up for me, what feels most strongly to share at the moment, is to encourage everybody to really just stay in your center and be weary of the things that want to encumber you. Be weary of the words and the other elements that want to find their way into influencing your awareness. And dig deep to find truth. Listen so closely for what is true. And that will be your answer to what you feel like you need to do for your next step. And I say that because we do have the election coming up, and there's a whole lot I could talk about that. I literally could talk about that for probably a week straight, and what all that really means, and the difference between a voter and elector. And when we get into how the corporate state of the federal United States, that is actually the ones that's put together and controlled by the globalists and the globalist bankers and the influential money holders, and then the natural republic, which still exists today. And there's a great distinction there that many of us are not aware of, and many of us are becoming aware of. And that's the kind of information and education that we share at the Sacred Honor Educational Fellowship, is we help people see that distinction, and we show you the evidence of the difference and why it's important to know this, and that one is trying to encumber our energy and the other wants us to live naturally as people on the land. And that's the higher calling that I'm seeing in the awakening of humanity, that people are starting to become aware of what that encumbrance really looks like and where it's coming from, and how we can unencumber ourselves from that. So there's a great awareness of, I like to call it the Babylonian system of commerce, or Babylon, or the Matrix, whatever words we want to use. If we find ourselves in that, we find ourselves in that by choice. We are by virtue, by nature, creators. We're connected to Source, so there we are creators. We were never in Babylon. We were never actually in the Matrix. We just find ourselves there by consent or by assent. Meaning, when we assent to something, that we're utilizing the benefit of something. Now, by virtue of that, we find ourselves in that jurisdiction, right? So we can step back into our higher awareness of God's jurisdiction, or what I like to call the divine jurisdiction, simply with our awareness. So that's what I say when I say stay in your center and really dig deep and listen for what is true. We are beautiful beings. And again, by virtue of us coming together like this, we are affecting the quantum measure. So thank you. Thank you all so very much for being here today and
Yes.
bringing your heart and your energy into this creation.
Yes, thank
Bless
you.
you. Bless you.
And there's a passage in in scripture that I had heard recently, actually from one of his business partners. I can't remember it exactly, but it speaks to the blessing of being awake and aware. And so it's that we don't find ourselves just falling into things because that's just the way that it's been. And so may we stay awake and aware and trust our inner guidance system. And the more we do things like this and these gatherings of heart and spirit and aliveness, then it creates like this radar field where when we bump into something of untruth, then our cells are informed. So right now we're just at this place of really being invited to follow our intuition, to follow our inner guidance system, to stay awake, to pay attention, and that we can support each other in how to pay attention. So, gosh, thank you so much. And reading these comments, it's just been so beautiful. I'm so glad. It sounds like people have had just really beautiful experiences, and it's so nice for me to connect with. There's people I haven't seen in years who've popped on, and who I've gotten to sing with maybe in person in different places. And oh my gosh, Scott, it's so nice that what a blessing that you stayed with us. It's, I just so appreciate all of you taking the time out to contribute your energy here. I know that you all are, have busy lives and are busy people and have things that you could be doing. And I'm so glad to know you. Oh, yes.
Show next week.
And Scott and I, thank you. I get so in the moment where all that there is this moment. So there's something happening called, tomorrow and next week and all kinds of things coming up. Well, Scott Katamas has a very powerful show called The Awakening World, and he has a movement called the Global Peace Tribe. And he's actually a fantastic relationship coach. And we're gonna be co-hosting one of his shows together on Saturday, on the 9th. Like a week from today, week from yesterday, and we're going to be talking about unity. After we'll go through this election, and then we'll get to the weekend, and the show is really to bring us into that space of unity, where we can remember who we are, remember that we're all sisters and brothers of each other, of the water, of the trees, of the wind. And so join us on Saturday night for the Awakening World, and I can put a link to that. I'll put it in the replay. So Scott, if you could send me that, then I'll put it in the replay. And thank you for the songkeepers who are here. Thank you for helping me hold space and for working the Zoom and for holding your energy and your prayers. Something that's really coming through so strongly is, how important it is to hold space for our future generations. And, everything we're doing in a good way is contributing to that, to the next generations. And the Songkeeper School has been in existence for the last 3.5 years, and there's been people in there really giving all of their hearts to holding this prayerful space, to holding sacred container, so that we are like holding the space, a positive space in the world for our children, for our future generations, for our earth. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, you beautiful songkeepers who just keep showing up and praying for the world for no other reason, just contributing your energy for the healing of us all in those quiet moments, and that you've been doing it for years. It's just so touching to me. So thank you so much, and sending love to
I love it.
sending love to everyone.
Love you, Rhea. Love you.
Love
you.
you,
And please, if you'd like to know more about the Songkeeper School, send me an email, send me a message. I'd love to talk with you, get to know you. If something's got your attention today, reach out to me. And if you have an interest, and Michael actually teaches how to navigate the system, the matrix, in a way where you're not a victim of it, that you actually know how to work it in a more empowering way. So if that's of interest, send a message, and I'll send Michael's information out with the replay.
Yeah. I stuck the website, the main website, in the chat as well if you're interested, but it'll be in the replay. So thank you.